Southern states are protesting against alleged discrimination meted out to them in the devolution of central funds, particularly taxes. And data show that some states, both in the south and elsewhere, do indeed have a case against the centre. The tax share of states is decided on the basis of recommendations of the Finance Commission. If one looks at actual devolution of central taxes to the 5 southern states, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Kerala, their share came down to 15.8% in the period ranging from 2021-22 to 2024-25, from around 18.6% in 2010-11. which was the starting year of the implementation of the 13th Finance Commission report. This share had remained around 18% till 2019-20. Grievances arose among southern states when the terms of reference for the 15th Finance Commission asked it to base the population parameter on the 2011 census instead of the 1971 census that was used by previous commissions. In a sense, there was a change in the base year for population figure, which has a large role in deciding the tax revenue share of states. The southern states argued that they would end up receiving less money from the central tax pool since they had controlled their population better than many other states. To address these concerns, the 15th Finance Commission also gave weight to demographic performance, or population control in other words. It gave 15% weightage to the population parameter and 12.5% weightage to demographic performance, while recommending the share of each state in central taxes. Based on population from the 2011 census, the 14th Finance Commission had also given weightage to demographic performance at 10%, and it gave a weightage of 17.5% for population based on the 1971 census. Before that, population got 25% weightage in the 12th and 13th commissions.
In principle, the finance commissions were supposed to follow equalization formula. That means both horizontal equalization as well as vertical equalization. And I think that is the purpose of the finance commission, if you look at the constitution. So in that sense, population becomes a major variable for the finance commission. So in between 1971 and 2011, there's so much of change that happened, right? The argument is that that national population control programs seems to have been implemented better in southern and western states compared to north and eastern states. So, the argument that these states are giving is that, because you performed well in the population control, you seems to be getting penalized.
Now, let's come to the Commission awards. Here too, the share of southern states in total devolution came down from 17.97% during the 14th Finance Commission report period to a bit over 16% during 2020-21, which was the period of the 15th Finance Commission's first report. The fall was seen both in the recommendations of both bodies and the actual transfer of central taxes. The share came down further to 15.8% during the implementation period of the 15th Finance Commission report's second part. This part will be implemented till 2025-26. The share of each southern state has come down now compared to the 13th Finance Commission period. Meanwhile, cess and surcharges have also been increasing. The collection from it largely goes into centre's kitty. It has increased by 111% between FY18 and FY22. Experts believe that it is being done to bypass the Finance Commission recommendations in the past decade or two. The share of southern states in total taxes hovered around 5.03 to 5.2% most years. However, this share was much lower than what would have accrued to them had there been no cess and surcharge. The divergence has increased in recent times. For instance, the share of southern states in total taxes stood at 5.2% in 2010-11. Going by the 13th Finance Commission report, it should have been 5.94% had there been no cess and surcharge. The share is projected to come down to 5.03% in 2024-25 in the budget estimates. According to the 15th Finance Commission, it should have been 6.48% without cess and surcharge. It is not just southern states that have been affected. Tax devolution to states has been less than what successive finance commissions have recommended at least since the start of the 13th Finance Commission period. During the 13th Finance Commission period, the devolution stood in the range of 27.13 to 28.72% against the recommendation of 32%. The transfer of central taxes to the states was in the range of 32.27 to 36.6% against 42% recommended by the 14th Finance Commission. The devolution was in the range of 29.35 to 33.16% during 2020-21 to 2024-25 against the recommendation of 41% by the 15th Finance Commission. The projected devolution for FY25 will be almost 9 percentage points lower than what the 15th Commission has recommended due to cess and surcharge levied by the centre.
Center also getting into creating a trouble in terms of increasing the cess and surcharges. I think the cess and surcharges have become the core of the tension between the center and states.
According to a report by the Hindustan Times, states such as undivided Bihar, undivided Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Odisha and Assam also witnessed a fall in their share of central taxes between the 11th and 15th Finance Commission awards. Note the states which are created after 2000 were clubbed for this comparison because the 11th Finance Commission had made its awards for United Bihar, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. At face value, it appears that the southern states in particular may have concerns over the income distance criterion used by finance commissions. To maintain equity among states, the ones with lower per capita income get a higher share of taxes. Basically, it involves taking from richer states and giving to the poorer ones. While the 15th Finance Commission gave it the largest weight at 45% in the overall sharing formula, the 14th had given it a weight of 50%. Ultimately, all of this will make the job of the 16th Finance Commission all the more difficult. Its first meeting was held on Wednesday, 14th of February.
It is a problem of redistribution of resources between states, which is a requirement of the Finance Commission. But whether that is sensitive enough to the changes that have been taking place in the dynamic changes, the structural changes that have been taking place in the Indian economy. The issue really is that what happened was you start with a period when you're looking at a state-controlled economy, or then you shift the resources from the states that have more of it to those who have less. But as you move away from a state-controlled economy, you end up with two issues that emerge. One is that you have processes that are beyond the control of the state governments. And you've now taken away even their right to use taxation as a way to get investments. While the workers in the poorer states are themselves in an increasing number taking up assignments in the richer states. If it was a long-term assignment, that wouldn't be a problem because then they would be members of the richer states, they would be benefiting. But these are short-term assignments. So they're earning in the richer states and spending in the poorer states. And in a regime of GST, where tax is collected where it is spent, in that kind of a regime, the poorer states get the benefit of taxation, but they're not really contributing to growth. They're not really employing their own workers. So that is the anomaly that the 16th Finance Commission has to address.
There is no immediate solution for the basic complaint of the southern states that they are taxed too much compared to poorer and more populous states. But the centre can take 3 specific steps. First, revisit the borrowing constraints placed on state investment funds. Second, reduce the degree to which it uses cesses and duties. And third, minimize the discretionary aspect of transfers to states under various developmental schemes.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views, and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and LinkedIn.
He's making plans for an early retirement. Business Standard.